Oh my gosh, this music's so peak, bro. The vibes are so peak in this web event, bro. What did I say, chat? What did I say? What did I say? Tell me if I'm wrong. Genshin is at its best when it's serving serious, mysterious fantasy vibes. Listen to this. Listen to this music. For anyone who doesn't, I'm actually really excited for Nod-Krai. This is the fantasy world vibe with fairies I was hoping for. I said this. I roll the tape. The second I finished the Natlan Archon quest, when Mawika, you asked Mawika about Nod-Krai, and she's like, yeah, Dottore Stronghold is there. From that moment, I knew we were about to witness peak. All right, for anyone who doesn't know, Hoyo, in classic Hoyo fashion, dropped a web event. We already looked at the first part of it. By the way, they updated, did they update this to have the shattered moon bits? Oh, they did. Wait, the moon was in a different stage, chat. Do you remember? It was 3, and now 1's gone. They killed one of the moons. Rip. Everyone say rip to the moon. Pour one out for the moon. The moon haunts you. Chat, we're gonna get Moon Knight collab in Nod-Krai. Are you excited? All right. So for anyone who doesn't know, all of these were blanked out, and then they were revealed. And you can click on all of them now. And so we're gonna go over them. Dude, this is so sick. And the fact, I'm sorry, the fact they dropped this out of nowhere is such a W. It is, Hoyo knows, I feel like Hoyo knows what they're doing. Because dropping it out of nowhere makes it so much more hype. This is a web event. All right, so essentially these are like the different factions vying for war or vying for something in Nod-Krai. And it went ahead and introduced 11 different groups of people who are there. All right, start at the top. There's no top. It's a circle, isn't it? All right, start with the Fatui. Chat, type 1 if you've read all this. Type 2 if you haven't. The Pale Star Edict, that highest of commands, has gone out. With it, the Fatui Harbingers have been summoned back to Snezhnaya and dispatched to Nod-Krai. The people stare in wonder. For what purpose does this army, bearing the banner of the Pale Star, come to their city? Or perhaps the question should be, for whom? Bruh. 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 Chat, the Fatui. Did you catch that?
I redeemed a drink command.
Yo, thank you, anime boy.
First, you adorable dork. 3.
Did you catch it, chat? The Fatui Harbingers have been summoned back to Snezhnaya and dispatched to Nod-Krai. Are they all there? Bro. 1v11? What's the Pale Star Edict? Does anyone know? Genshin Impact in-game. We do not know. The highest, that highest of commands has gone out. Oh, the Pale Star Edict is probably an order from like the Tsaritsa. Oh, that's so sick. All right, next faction, the Frostmoon Scions. The descendants of the legendary Golden Realm who chose to find new homes among the mountains and forests after abandoning their ancient civilization. The only thing they never forsook was their faith in the moon goddess. However, with the arrival of the Fatui, it appears that their tranquil lives are about to fade in the realm of yesterday. So this sounds either like a human faction, or it sounds like kind of like mystical beasts. Does that make sense? The horsies. Thoughts? Chat, on a scale of 1 to 10, how hyped does this make you? Dear girl from Honkai Impact 3, I think it's mystical. I think it's mystical as well. I'm guessing this is mystical, or maybe it might be a tribes people. It might be Don Hun from Honkai Star Rail. Imbibitor Lune looking. 7.8 out of 10. Too much cryo. Mods ban that guy. Mods ban that guy. All right, next, Lightkeepers, the ancient organization that has long defended Nod-Krai's freedom and peace against the ceaseless incursions and wild hunt attacks launched by the Abyss. Now severely weakened from battles past in the face of the new threats, none can say for sure if the new generation of Rat Nikki will remain able to carry out their mission. Okay, so like the defenders of Nod-Krai. Chat, what this is giving, if Nod-Krai is, by the way, they released an image of Nod-Krai as well. Do you guys want to see it? What this is giving is Inkonomiya vibes, bro. Is basically like wintry wasteland. And if, look at this, it looks gorgeous, first off. If it's like wintry wasteland vibes, it's gonna be peak, bro. Because I wonder if they'll take like the warring energy that they originally like, that people were missing from Natlan, and like channel it all into this. To where it's like warring factions, frigid wasteland. Oh, bro. Look at all the Vulcan moons. Copium. Dude, I'm just piped. Pause. I'm just hyped. All right. So Lightkeepers seem to be the people who, so essentially, but isn't Nod-Krai under the control of Snezhnaya? So don't most of these people align with the Fatui, essentially? The organization that defended Nod-Krai's freedom and peace against the ceaseless incursions. Or is it autonomous? It's autonomous? The Hexenzirkel! No way! You gotta be pooping my pants, bro! Okay. Located at the edge of the world, Nod-Krai has always been the stage where conflicts and dramas unfold, one after another. How could the Hexenzirkel possibly miss out on this golden opportunity? Okay. The vibes I'm getting from this is that, dude, the vibes I'm getting from this is that they're busting out the stops, bro. They ain't messing around. If the Hexenzirkel is actually like here and we can actually like talk to like the witches, we're in. Nod-Krai might just level up the entirety of Genshin storytelling. I talked about this before, but basically always having quests that feel like they're the finale, always getting characters who like you care about from a lore standpoint and also like are cool design. You yap too much. I'm a streamer. What do you want? I'm a Genshin streamer. Some of the coolest lore just dropped. The craziest marketing for the next region. I'm pumped. I'm paid to yap, bro. Go put on a 24-hour silent Genshin Let's Play. All right? Why are you here? Why are you on Twitch? Huh? No, I get it. You probably just want to watch me gamble, which is okay. I understand. We'll get to it. Don't worry. You're just going to have to hold on for a little bit, all right? Watch some TikTokies. We'll be with the Genshin gameplay shortly, okay? I'm guessing there's an 80% chance this is going to be awesome. But I'm a little bit hurt. I've been hurt by you before, Hoyoverse. Every time the Hexenzirkel has showed up previously, it's been filler content, essentially. Fun filler content. So like there's a 20% chance they're just gonna be here and be like, hey, Hey, what's going on, fellow kids? Hoyo has given us trust issues. I don't think that's going to be the case. I'm hopefully optimistic, chat. What's your guys' thoughts? 4 stars? In said hello during the Fontaine quest and the Sumeru quest. I'm optimistic. I don't think it'll be filler. I'm guessing Nod-Krai is not the future, not in the future cryo area, but more of a buffer zone between Mondstadt and it. I have such a good gut feeling about Nod-Krai, about this update, chat. It's not Shiznaya. But it feels like, and someone said, somewhere it said that we were going to revisit old regions. And I feel like Hoyo, I don't know. I just have a gut feeling that the entire level of storytelling of Genshin is going to get elevated. And it's going to stay that way permanently. I don't want to set my expectations too high. I guess that's setting it pretty stinking high. All right, next. The Wild Hunt. This has got to be the Abyss, right? The armies of the Abyss sweep across the wilderness and canyons like a storm. And if you venture... Wait, dude, read that first line. The armies of the Abyss sweep across the wilderness and canyons like a storm. And if you venture close enough, you may even hear their eerie whispers. These lost, soulless monsters appear to be silently searching for something. Yeah, and Chad, the more we read these, the more you discover that everyone, like, there's a reason everyone is here. They're after something. The Knights of Favonius, a small group of elite knights from the Mondstadt Expeditionary Force. It's Attack on Titan, bro. It's the Scouts! Has followed their Grand Master across Shiznaya, arriving in Nod-Krai. It is said they have come on a crucial mission. A bunch of useless people. It's Commander Erwin and the Scouts of the Knights of Favonius. Varka is here. Varka and the Fatui Harbingers are here, chat. I'm about to bust. Okay, sorry, excuse me. I'm about to piss myself violently. Sasageo, Sasageo. Honestly, fair and acceptable. Yo, thanks, Minsleaf. The Voynich Guild. The merchants of Nasha Town formed a commerce guild to maintain basic order. However, that's an interesting line. They formed a commerce guild to maintain basic order. However, how could the outlaws that prowl between the islands be controlled by something as simple as mere rules? It seems that the honor of striking fear into their hearts must go to the boss lady of the Curatorium of Secrets. Dude, is that a pirate lord? More pirate characters! Dude, imagine if the way we get to Nod-Krai is with Beto. I would cry. I'd be a grown-ass balding man, pushing 30, crying, playing Genshin Impact. It's interesting, though, that a lot of the implications of these, chat, is that Nod-Krai is lawless. Is like a place for outlaws. It's the edge of the world. All right, next. Treasure Hoarders. The Treasure Hoarders have since spread throughout the rest of Tevat, but their origin in Nod-Krai remains a little known fact. It keeps getting better, bro. They keep giving us reasons to care, which is awesome. This is the best marketing they've done for a new region since Fontaine? Okay, maybe not since that long. Their origins in Nod-Krai remains a little known fact. You're darn right it is. You just wrote that. Don't act like little known fact. Little known fact. Yeah, you just wrote that. The great treasure left behind by Reed Miller, the legendary thief who yearned to create a world without borders, is said to be buried somewhere here. So they're in search of something? Snowland Fae. This seems hype, chat. This seems hype. Wait. Is that the treasure? Is that Primogem? Oh, it's Mora. They're after the One Piece. The One Piece is real. All right, Snowland Fae. The Fae who once followed the first Cryo Archon. The Belly-Zar. Belly-Zar. Ruling the Northlands in their entirety. Casually, chat, we casually just got the name of the first ever Cryo Archon. Are you pooping my pants right now? Delicious! Magnificent! Magnificent! The Fae who once followed the first Cryo Archon, so the fairies or whatever, the mystical beings, the Belly-Zar, ruling the Northlands in their entirety. Though now shorn of their former glory, they still influence the nation in their own ways. One can only guess what path they will take as calamity draws ever closer. Dude, look at the design of it, bro. That looks so sick. Belly-Zar is translating to White King. So the first Cryo Archon was a dude? Ooh. And then the second was a queen? Interesting. Interesting. The Adventurers Guild. Add Astra Applesauce. The guild's strong presence in an adventurer's paradise like Nod-Krai is only natural. A certain important figure from the guild's headquarters is preparing to welcome you as a sign of respect. Important figure. People were like hyped about who this is. It's Catherine. Bro. It's Catherine. It's Catherine. It's Catherine. Bro. People were like, is it Sandrone? A important figure? The first Catherine. To be fair, Catherine was invented by the Fatui. So, and we talked about this before, the Adventure Guild is probably being run out of good old Shneznaya. I mean, we're murdering people for daily commissions, bro. Dude, what if it was Sandrone, the maker of Catherine? It says headquarters? Where's the guild headquarters? Wait, is it in Shneznaya? Do we know where the guild headquarters is? The Adventurers Guild HQ is in Shneznaya. Oh, shoot! Wait, what if it's the original Catherine? That would be crazy! The person that Catherine's based on? Clink, clink, Krumkake Craft Shop. It began as a small workshop that a certain prodigy used to research the world's best Krumkake. How do I say this? Crumb cake machine? But over time, after the creation of many intricate inventions, it gained a new identity as a famous machine workshop. Be sure to mind your manners when begging that genius for a favor, though, or whatever component she gives you might be liable to cough out a nasty crumb cake at any time. This has got to be Sandrone. This feels a little lighthearted. This one out of all of them feels the most lighthearted, chat. It's a little toy shop. You gotta, even in Nod-Krai, where peak lore is happening, you gotta have toy lore. If there has to be an event where you're making toys, chat. It's in Genshin's laws. It's the unspoken laws of the universe. You have to have an event where you're making... It's the shape of a heart? That's true. Or maybe not. And we're caught up. Chat, which one is everyone most excited about? Mine's gotta be the Fatui or the Fae. Or the Knights of Avonius, bro. Do you... Okay. I'm sorry. Do you see how good of a job this is doing of setting up the hype for the region? We are already given, like, so many deep reasons to be pumped and to care about Nod-Krai. Varka. I just asked chat, which one of these groups are you most excited about? almost all the answers are different. And that is such a good testament to they're giving us so many reasons to be hyped. And they're doing such a good job. How many are looking for something? A lot of them are, like 9. If they give Varka noodle arms, dude, I hope Varka is an old buff, war-torn man with scars on his face, huge arms, abs, a beard. Not gonna lie, I need my handheld consuming so much lore. Dude, I got you, bro. Everyone in Nod-Krai is there because something crazy's going on. It has to do with the moon. Calamity. It probably has to do with, like, there's so much tie-ins to, like, the moon gods of Genshin. And, like, oh, the sky is fake. And how the sky controls fate and whatever. Think of Genshin constellations, right? And so maybe they're all vying for control of, like, a new moon. Which is, like, a new way to control reality, essentially. Or something along those lines, chat. Am I cooking? Am I cooking? John is not cooking. Or manipulate fate. Yeah, I mean, I think that's the gist of it. I think the best part is that they still aren't done with this web event. The final page will tease more lore bombs. The Frostmoon Scions of Hisi Island pray to the moonlight in their hearts. Sacred and unsullied. Wait, there's more. Dude, chat, look at it. Dude, my favorite region is Inkonomiya and Dragonspine. And what does this region look like? It looks like they had a baby. And I am so hyped! It looks so good! My favorite region is Inkonomiya. And this is the most similar to Inkonomiya we've seen. Okay, scroll to continue. People of the moonlit world, please await the turning of the moon. It will bring new revelations. We rise ta. The Jeff! The Jussie! Thanks for the raid, Pookie! Welcome in, Raiders! The Jeff, you wanna tell me how to do max DPS with my Chenyun? We're going over the web event, guys. We're going over the web event. Yo, on a scale of 1 to 10, everyone, how hyped are you for Nod-Krai? Or do you guys just, do the Jeff viewers just left click through quests trying to get their Primogem so they can min-max their next plunge team? So they can C6 their Yansan? Dude, I'm so pumped, bro. This is probably the most hyped I've been for a new region since Fontaine. Are you guys more hyped for this than you were for Fontaine? Yes or no? Dude, once they haven't even released the mother flipping cinematic trailers for this, and I'm already pissing myself. So I'm probably gonna be more hyped for this. That's crazy. That's crazy to think about.